Johnny Be Good here. Alright, we just got done with our drop and hook. The real drop and hook. You know, even though I did some tugging and pulling and all that good stuff, I even slid tandems, I am not satisfied. I forgot to physically eyeball the fifth wheel if it's locked or not. So I'll be right back. Alright, as I suspected, it is locked. But now I don't have that nagging feeling driving down the highway. If that trailer or fifth wheel is properly hooked up. And if something were to happen, I can equivocally say I did everything I could. I did everything I could to make sure it's properly coupled together. After that, whatever happens after that is beyond my control, right? You know, as a professing Christian, I often come to situations where it would make it so easy just to lie, you know? Just lie and everything will be alright. No consequences. In fact, life would be good. But yet, the result after that is devastating. And for the most part, most always, I try my best to do the things that avoids me and putting me in a bad spot in the first place. So I kind of have to make sure everything is done right and proper. That way, when the situation comes up, you know, I don't put myself in a bind. I don't put myself in a awkward situation whether I have to choose whether I will, you know, I should lie or not. You know, just. So that's one good way to avoid lying, is to, in the first place, avoid yourself being put in that position. That way you don't. I gotta grab that camera. It's kind of like safety issue. If you've done everything right in the first place, you avoid putting yourself at risk of unsafe, you know, situations. You know, a lot of people say, well, it's just a white lie. My response to that is if let's just say you went on surgery, right, and the doctor dropped the scalpel on the floor for 30th of a second. The doctor dropped the scalpel on the floor. Hey, it didn't take that long. Surely it's still all right? I mean, it's still clean. I don't think so. I'd be waking up from general anesthesia and say, "Whoa, wait a minute, doctor. You need to get another knife there, buddy. You ain't sticking that on me." And that's how I view white lies. Am I preaching that I never lie? I'd be lying if I did tell you that I don't lie. But you see, lying is, oh man, it just, let's put it this way. When you become a Christian, your sin is magnified. Everything that you do, every motive, every word, every action that you do is magnified. And it makes you aware of what a lie is, really. I mean, sure, for example, a lot of people say, well, you shouldn't steal. All right? In a worldly standard, if you take something, that's stealing. All right? If you took something without their consent, without their knowledge, you just stole it. But being in the Christian world, in God's eye, that's a lot deeper than that. Everything is in the heart. Just because you haven't physically stolen anything, that doesn't mean you haven't stolen anything. For example, here's a good example. You go to work, you get paid by the hour, and you dilly-dally, and you don't put in 100% of what you're being paid for. That's considered lying, right? I mean, that's stealing, that's lying. You're giving the company back half of what you're worth or what they pay you for. So back to the lying. Yeah, I try to avoid things that would compromise me to begin with. For example, a lot of these shippers, they demand a trailer license plate number. They never go out to the trailer and check your license plate number anyway. So you could pretty much just write down any trailer number you want. They don't check it. But guess what? Then it doesn't sink in with me the whole rest of the day. It just, it bugs me to no end. It bugs me to no end when that happens. So as far as the fifth wheel goes, well, what if I had an accident? An investigation came along. Did you properly hook up the trailer? Did you see it with your own eyes that it was properly coupled? The easiest thing to say would be, oh yeah, yep, I physically got underneath there and looked at it, shined a flashlight to it, all that blah blah blah. But deep in your heart, you didn't. What's Mr. Tractor gonna do here? Okay. will catch you guys later. Johnny Be Good here. Have a good and godly day, everybody. Peace.